All right, we're going to keep working on the distributive property. What the distributive property means is that in multiplication, I can separate a problem to make it easier. So let's say I have an array that's 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 4 times 5. Now, this is easy, right? We know 4 times 5, but we might not. So maybe we are struggling, and maybe we only know a couple things. So what we can do is take this 5 and split it into a 2 and a 3. Because 2 plus 3 equals 5. That's where I got those numbers from. So when you want to split it, you find two numbers that add up to it. Then what we do is we take the 4, multiply 4 times 2, multiply 4 times 3, and we'll add those back together. Okay, so when I add, well, we know 4 times 5 equals 20. That's simple. We know that part. But when I have, what I do now when I split it to try and think of an easier way to do it, we can do 4 times 2 equals 8, 4 times 3 equals 12, and then we have 8 plus 12. Well, I know that 8 plus 12 equals 20. So it's the same answer, just a little different way of finding it. And the idea is that it's going to make it easier for you once we get to bigger multiplication problems that you might not know. The distributive property means that I can split up a multiplication problem and add it back together. It's the only thing that means. It's just a rule in math that lets us split things up. So let's look at some of these on your homework. So we have 16 times 4 equals what? So what they've done is they split it up here by doing a 9 and a blank. The blank is going to be what plus 9 gives me 16. Well, I know that 7 plus 9 equals 16. Then all I have to find is 9 times 4 equals 36. 7 times 4 equals 28. Then I add. You do 36 plus 28. 6 plus 8 is 14. Carry your 1. 3 plus 2 is 5. Plus 1 more is 6. So 16 times 4 equals 64. And one way we can think of this is by looking at an array. So let's draw a 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll make it a 3 by 7. And what you do is we have 3 times 7. I want to take this 7 and split it up to make it easier. So I'm going to make two arrays. I'm going to split this chunk here, and then I'm going to have this chunk here. So what I've done is made a 3 by 3 and a 3 by 4. The distributive property lets me split that in half and do two multiplication problems and then add them back together. So we do the 3 times 3, and it equals 9. Then I do the 3 times 4, and it equals 12. Add them back together, get 21. So that's a nice visual way for you to see it. We split it up and then add it all back together. try one more of your homework together, and then I'll let you tear off and do it on your own. So what we have is 15, and they've decided that we're going to split it into 5, and what plus 5 gives me 10? What plus 5 gives me 15? I gave you the answer. 5 plus 10 gives me 15. Now we multiply. 5 times 3 is 15. 10 times 3, 30. 30 plus 15 is 45. So I know that 3 times 15 equals 45. This is just supposed to be a simpler way for us to break this apart and solve this. So we don't know 15 times 3 off the top of our head, but we can split it into 5 times 3 and 10 times 3, which are two problems that we do know. So you're going to have 8 more of these to do on your own. Take your time. Ask yourself, so like on this one, 2 times 8. They split 8 into 9 and what? So you're going to ask yourself, what plus 9 gives me 18? This is a chance for you to count up. So you can go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. So I got to 9. So you're going to know that this is 9. So then all you're responsible for is multiplying. 2 times 9, 2 times 9, and then you add them. Okay? So hopefully that's making a little more sense. Take your time, try your best, and let me know if you have any questions. Good job.